Hey, my name is Lindalee, and today we are going to be reviewing Cinderella on Blu-ray and DVD. Okay, everybody, here's the story of Cinderella. In the beginning, when she was a baby, her mom and dad always thought that she was a princess and she was magical. I like the part when she's like touching a cloud in the sky, but then you hear like this magic, and then she holds a piece of the cloud, and then I'm like, oh my gosh. That's so crazy. One night when she gets older, she hears her mom like getting really sick, and then when she's hugging her daughter, she dies. And I'm like, oh my God, no! And then the dad dies on a road trip. I'm like, oh, come on. Seriously? Poor Ella. Wow. I don't like this movie. And then it gets worse. Now she has a really bad stepmother, and I'm not kidding. Then she also has two other stepsisters that she has to live with. And Ella has to live in an attic. Like, everybody thinks that Cinderella is a happy movie, but mostly when I first saw it and everybody like kept dying, I was like, this is a bad version of Cinderella, and then I almost cried. So Cinderella runs away on her horse, and she sees the prince. Then the prince sees her, and they're talking to each other, and it's really cute. Just flirting. I don't know where I got that voice. And then the prince decides that he can have a ball to meet this girl, because he's inviting everybody in the whole entire kingdom. So, Cinderella isn't allowed to go. Then her fairy godmother comes, and first she's an ugly lady. Like, seriously. And then she turns into a beautiful woman. Okay, they find this pumpkin in like a glass house thing. And then, bippity-boppity-boo, she turns it into a big, giant carriage. The part was really funny when they were getting smushed. They're like, the coachman is a goose, and then they have two lizards to be, they're like the people who open the doors. They're so creepy. The four mice, Gus Gus, and the three other ones, I don't remember the names. They're these big giant white horses, and then she gets this beautiful dress, and she's like twirling around in it. And her fairy godmother gave her beautiful glass slippers like these. Well, these are made out of plastic. Everybody was doing what they were doing at the ball, and then suddenly Cinderella walks in, and everybody stops what they're doing, and then they're all looking at the beautifulest lady in the land. Not as good as me. I think we're twins, actually. Okay, and then they start dancing, and when she's spinning, her dress is like spinning around, and it's floating in the air, and oh my gosh, it is the prettiest and sweetest thing I've ever seen, and it is so beautiful. When the prince finds her, he sneaks her over to his secret garden that he has shown nobody in the world, even his dad or mom. Wait, no, his mom died. Okay, yeah. And then she hears the clock strike 12, and she's like, okay, can I go now? And then he's like, wait, and what's your name? And then she said, I can't tell you now. She was running away, and he was like, I need to know your name, And then, you know, her slipper falls off on the stairs, and she's like, I gotta go to my carriage. And then, when all the things are running out, her carriage, she gets stuck in the pumpkin, and then it explodes. Everybody thought at the ball that she was like a beautiful princess, and she was mysterious. So they called her the mysterious princess, the mystery princess. Yeah, and nobody could ever find her because she lived up in the attic. Who would look there? Then the stepmom found out, and then when she looked up in the chair, her stepmom was there, with the glass slipper, and then she smashed it right on the wall. And then she was crying, and I was like, "You horrible lady." So at the end, the prince goes running around the kingdom on his horse with the glass slipper. And he's trying to find the mystery princess, and it's not fitting on anybody. And then Gisela and Anastasia are trying to fit it, and then Gisela is so funny because she's like holding onto his head and pushing him, and she was like, "Ugh." They walk up to the attic, and then he bring her down, and he was like, "I knew you would be here." And then it fitted, and then she saw her stepmom on the steps, and she said, "I forgive you." And then they lived happily ever after. Thank you. If you want to get this movie, you should definitely know that it is sweet and it's magical. And in the beginning, it's pretty serious. But in the beginning, all the way in the beginning, it's not bad. It's not bad. But then it gets really sad. And then after that, it starts getting fun, you know? I would give this movie 1,000,000 thumbs up and a tiny bit thumbs down. There's also some great bonus features, and in the bonus features, Frozen Fever shows up. There's also some deleted scenes. There's an alternate opening that wasn't in the movie. There's a feature about all of Ella's furry friends. There's a really beautiful bonus feature. It's how they made all the dancing. I think that's all. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that I got to go to the red carpet for the movie. I got to meet like everybody. Like I got to meet the stepsisters, the prince and the princess. Well, you know, Ella. I love you, Ella. If you want to watch those videos, click on the box right here next to me. Well, everybody, that is my review of Cinderella on Blu-ray DVD. It's now in stores. Be sure to check it out and get it. And also, have courage and be kind. For this Blu-ray review, I'm Lindalee for Beyond the Marquee. See you later, alligator. Get it, alligator? Boom.
This has been a Studio Lindalee production.